To everything Arsenal. Let's get to the latest news. We'll be talking about Zubimendi's medical, the latest on players like Nico Williams. Arsenal are back in for Leroy Sané once again. We'll also be talking about Lokonga. Somehow we're still talking about Lokonga up until today and a couple of other things. So let's start with Zubimendi, and this is the latest on him. According to Sami Mokbel, Arsenal are currently organizing Martin Zubimendi's Arsenal medical with all relevant documents having been signed already. The deal is entering the final stages and all parties are relaxed. So we are going to get Zubimendi. Obviously, we got to hear we go from Fabrizio Romano a long time ago. David Onstin already acknowledged this as well and said, I'd be very surprised, this was his exact words. He said he didn't want to disrespect any other journalist, but he knows that Zubimendi is definitely joining Arsenal because there were reports about Zubimendi waiting for Real Madrid. There's been those reports up until today as well. But Zubimendi, it is a done deal. Is already going to join Arsenal. We are waiting for the medical. So we have a new midfielder and we are spending a lot of money on him. So hopefully we'll have an impact at Arsenal. He's very good at controlling the midfield and all that. And if he's a replacement for Jorginho, it's actually an upgrade because Jorginho age-wise and all that. And Zubimendi is basically, he just won the Euros. And I remember Rodri missing the final for England or getting subbed off for Spain against England. And Zubimendi came on. A lot of people doubted him, but he was really, really good in that match. So let's see how Zubimendi does at Arsenal. The question is, how will him and Partey fit in the same team with Merino and Rice also in that midfield? Will both of them play at the same time? Will we ever see both of them playing at the same time, depending on the game? Or will we see Martin Zubimendi be the starter and then Partey coming off the bench? Or could Partey still be the starter and as Zubimendi continues to adapt? We don't know. We're going to get a better picture of it in preseason. But Zubimendi, it's a done deal. That is our first signing of the transfer window. Medical soon, and I'm sure within the first week of June, we might hear him getting announced. Hopefully, this time we move as quickly as possible, because I've seen people saying Arsenal move very slow in the transfer window. The last transfer window, yes, but if you remember the last two summer transfer windows before that, we made our signings very quickly. Rice joined Arsenal before preseason. Havertz joined Arsenal before preseason. Same with Jesus. Same with Fabio Vieira. All of those players joined Arsenal way before preseason. It's only last transfer window where we moved very, very slow. So let's hope this time around it's as quick as it was a couple of years ago. So Zubimendi, it's a done deal. So how will Zubimendi and Partey work in this team? So according to Fabrizio, Arsenal plans for midfield are confirmed as Jorginho's exit. Martin Zubimendi will formally complete his 60 million euro move. That's around 50 million pounds. Soon with medical and signature. Here we go, confirmed. Negotiations also underway for Thomas Partey's new deal. So basically gives us the reports on Zubimendi getting the here we go, and also Partey getting a new deal. So it's going to be very interesting to see who actually ends up playing between them, because Zubimendi is a player we've been linked to for a long time. I think almost 2 years we've been linked to Zubimendi. He was also linked to Liverpool, to Real Madrid. So he is a good player. The thing is, will he join us and start playing right away? Because remember when we wanted Raya and Ramsey was still starting at the beginning of the season, but eventually Raya came in against Everton. Could that be the case with Zubimendi? Maybe Partey plays the first few games, but Zubimendi eventually takes over. The thing with Partey, he played so well this season, most of the games, and the fact that he stayed fit and he was also covering for us at right back, I don't think we had enough numbers. There's still people saying they wanted Partey to leave. Fair enough, but that would mean we need two new midfielders with Jorginho and Partey leaving. I want us to focus on the forward positions, man. If we could keep Partey and keep Kiwi and keep all of those players and just focus on the forward positions, I'd be very, very happy. So that's the latest on that midfield area. Next up, let's go to this. Let's go to what Sami Mokbel has added on this. In addition to Martin Zubimendi's imminent arrival, Arsenal want to sign a new centre forward. Talks of a new contracts for Bukayo Saka, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Leandro Trossard, Thomas Partey, Miles Lewis Kelly, and Ethan Nwaneri are also ongoing. So that's a lot of things to do. We are not only just looking for a striker and looking for a winger. We actually have a lot to do this transfer window. So they just have to move fast because we don't have time to do all of this in July and August. How many contracts are those that we need to renew? Obviously, at this, you first of all you need to renew Saka, Saliba, and Gabriel first of all before anyone else. Lewis Kelly, None, I'm not concerned about them leaving. They're not going to leave. Obviously, they are going to get the new contracts. Partey and Trossard looking like it's going to get done. I think both of them want to stay either way, so there's not too much rush on that. But Partey's contract is expiring, so they have to get it done soon. As you can see, Martinelli's name is not there as well, but he's also, if you want to keep him, we have to give him a new contract. But the fact that Martinelli's name is not there, it kind of has me worried a little bit for his future, because everyone else is trying to get a new contract, but we're not hearing any news at all about Martinelli getting a new contract. But yeah, that is a lot to get done. 7 new contracts. If he can get all of them done. Partey, Trossard is basically done. Nonere, Lewis Kelly, I'm expecting it to get done. Saka as well. For Saliba and Gabriel, let's see, man, because Saliba has been linked to Real Madrid. I think they will be here next season, but after next season, depending on how it goes, I don't know if they're going to be here or not. We have to keep the core of the team. Players like that cannot leave if you want to win trophies. If you sign Gyökeres today and then sell Saliba, it's basically we've done nothing there. We've just improved our strikers, but gone back to how we used to be defensively. No, we have to keep everyone there. So I'm concerned about Martinelli's future, especially when you see the links that we have with wingers.